Hi guys, it's me, Rusty78609 in Central Texas, USA. It's 2:20 p.m. Central Standard Time on December the 20th, 2016, and I'm in my luxurious studios with all my surround sound and extra lighting and all that kind of stuff, which is total crap because I don't have anything but 12-volt bulbs in my 26-foot RV that I live in full-time in Central Texas, USA. It's 62 degrees outside and clear. Nice. I just got back from another little short walk. Anyway, since I sit here in this little nest of mine, like a little bird. You ever see little birds in a nest, how they crane their neck waiting for mama to come back to get a worm? Well, anyway, that's the way I feel when I'm sitting here in this RV. I feel like craning my neck, like a little bird in a nest. Anyway, I was just making believe. I was pretending that I had money, okay? That I just had money to burn, and I pretended that. And then I was going to buy me a new Class C RV. I was going to go through the Class Cs and find the best deal and just buy me a brand new 2017 Class C motorhome, okay? I was making believe, you understand? This is make believe. So I did. I found the best deal I could find. I did. I found one right here. It's a new 2017 Thor Motor Coach Chateau Class C 22E with HD Max. It's even got an external TV, a 15,000 BTU AC backup camera, and more. Okay? It's a gasoline engine, a 6.0 liter V8, 323 horsepower, 373 foot-pounds of torque. And it lists for only, the MSRP is $81,776 only. They have discounted that down to $54,995. That's a $27,000 discount. So it makes you wonder how much these things are worth. How much can they discount it? Well, it says they told me they had a holiday special price. So I said, well, let's hear it, boys. So they sent me an email, and the special price is, I'm getting to it, your discounted price is $49,999. You hear me? For a 2017 Thor Motor Coach Chateau 22E. So it's like 24 foot total length, 24 foot 6 inches. And I thought, are you kidding me? But it's got everything. I mean, it's a brand new Class C. And what's amazing to me is somebody probably bought that thing during the year, say in June or July in the peak sales period, for $65,000, and they thought they got a super deal. Or $70,000. We got $10,000 off the sticker. Boy, we really nailed them. Well, hell, how much markup is in these things? I mean, they knocked that thing down. The MSRP is $81,776, and you can buy it today for $50,000. That's a 40% discount, folks. But anyway, so just to show you how old Rusty works, his little mind, it's slow, but it gets there. I thought, well, hell, let's just go to the next step. Because see, if when you buy things on payments like I do, because I have to watch my quote cash flow, I have what's called a fixed income, as in low but fixed. I get Social Security, and that's about it. In fact, I get a little bit from the wine tasting events if I do them, and I get a little bit from YouTube, which is we're all the way up to about $50 a month. Rolling, baby, rolling. Anyway, so just out of curiosity, I said, well, what are the terms on this thing? Well, they will finance it at 4.99% for 20 years with 10% down. Okay? And that's what it comes out to. Let me double check that. So if you financed, you'd be financing, let me figure it out right here. I'll just give you the real numbers. Old Rusty's got all this stuff in his computer right here. We'll go to, so let's just say you financed $45,000 for, at say 5% even, for 20 years. That's $297 a month. That's right. Okay. Now you got to remember that that's just on the vehicle. They're going to add in tax, title, and license and every other kind of fee they can stick in there. So in Texas, at that dealership, it's 6% sales tax. So that's $3,000 right there. $3,000 added back in. So you got to make it. So if you put down 10%, now you got to, let's see, you got 53,000 plus, I don't know, let's just say that, 53,000. And then I'd need to get me a tow dolly, okay, for my Prius. And those all set up with everything is about $2,000. So that's $5,000. 3 for taxes and 2 for a tow dolly. $5,000. So now we're at $55,000. And if you put $5,000 down, right, you'd be financing $50,000. So let's see what, well, that's right. That'd be about $300 a month. Is that right? 55,000. Let me think about it. 55,000, 3,000 plus 2,000, 5,000. So 50,000, 5% for 20 years. Oh, that's $330 a month. Sorry about that. So payments would be $330. So let's just say by the time you got through with all the stuff, it's $350. Okay. Well, I pay $150 right now on my travel trailer, right? I do. So that means that the difference is $150 a month. Well, that would mean that I just need to do 2 or 3 wine tasting events per month. I've been, I can find them. I could do it. And I could have me a brand new 2017 Thor motor coach Class C with all the warranties on the motor and all the stuff. Brand new. Well, folks, let me tell you how that works. The thing that I left out, the most meaningful thing, is I would have a $330 payment for 20 years. I'd be 91 and make the last payment. I mean, I'd have to crawl up there to make it. I'd get my walker and go make the last payment. But that's how you get into the money trap, money trap, money trap, payment trap, boy. But see, the thing of it is, if actually this isn't a bad deal, and it's I'm not going to tell you because I may end up buying it. It's not a bad deal. I'm going to tell you why. Because if you could, what they're doing right now is they're clearing out their inventory because it's year end and they got to dump them. And it's also, the reason they do it is because they have to pay some kind of tax on their inventory, an inventory tax. So what they do, they try to reduce their inventory as much as they can at year end so they don't have to pay that tax, and then they build it up starting January, February for the spring and summer sales events. But be that as it may, so what old Rusty found out today, I could do that, because what you could do, and I'm not going to say I am going to say I'm not, because I can't get out of this travel trailer, okay? And by that I mean I owe what it's worth. And if I put it up for sale today, even for what I owe on it, the chances of me selling this and getting that unit, because they only got 1 or 2, not many, And so, you know, chances of me making the deal are pretty damn slim. But while we're talking about this, but that's how you get caught. You know, everybody buys things on payments. In fact, car dealers years ago used to just first of all, they started out with 1 year. They'd finance a car for 1 year. That was back in the late 50s. Then they went to 2 years in the 60s because the price of the cars went up a little bit. And then in the 70s, they went to 3 years because the price of cars went up again and people couldn't afford the payment. So then in the 80s, 90s, and all the way up to now, we went to 4, 5, and 6 year financing. And I don't think they're at 7 year yet. They may, because people buy things on payments. And what happens is when you do that, when you start stretching it out, you end up being what they call upside down in the vehicle. And what that means is this. That means you owe more on it than it's worth. So in order to trade it, if you wanted to get another one, you got to put money into the deal in addition to your car to make it work. Okay? And that's called the money trap. You ain't never going to, you talk about getting on the hamster wheel. Whew, you better have some good shoes because you're going to be running damn fast. So be that as it may, I just thought I'd bring you up to speed on that. Yeah, it's a 22E. It's a short one, perfect for me. But do I want to pay $330 a month for 20 years? No. But what I would do is buy it at that low price, keep it for about 5 or 6 years till I got tired of it, and I could still sell it and probably come out. Or be close. I'd probably be a little upside down in it, but not much. Not much. It'd be close. It would be close. But here's another little tip I learned from my banker. I was asking him about, you know, if I was traveling somewhere and I ran across a deal on a Class C motorhome, you know, how would I handle it? Or how could it be handled out of state, you know, by using email and other stuff? And he said, well, you know, it can be done. All of it can be done. You know, they just have to, you know, the title, you know, of course, they have to, the person, if it's an individual, they have to sign a, I can't remember what they call it. It's a form that gives the bank the authority to re-register that title in the bank's name, as long as they got a lien against it. Well, I'll think of it in a minute. And that's one thing. And then another thing he told me that I thought, now this is the tip. We're getting to the tip now, the tip. If you buy a vehicle from an individual and they have the title, or they tell you they have the title and they produce the title, okay, that's step one. They got to show it to you. They got to have it. Then normally they would just sign it on the back. You give them a check. You got title to the vehicle and they got your money and the deal's done. Here's the scam. A lot of these jokers have figured out a way to make titles that look real. They do. They've done it on Craigslist. What they do is they steal a car, fake a title, meet you in a parking lot somewhere or wherever, and you think, boy, this is a hell of a deal. This, you know, this thing's worth 15. They're only asking 12. It's in good shape. Blah blah blah. You give them $12,000, and they give you this title that they've signed on the back. You know how you can tell if it's a good one or not? In most states, Texas is one of them. You like to check your own state. You go make a copy of it. Whenever you make a copy of it, if it's a fraudulent title, the copy will show void in big red letters all the way across it. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. It will. If you try to make a copy of a bogus title, it will show void in big letters across the title. And that's in most states. But you can't see it on the title itself. In other words, you can look at it all over, you know, and they've got it hidden in that stuff. But whenever you make a copy, void, void, void. So whenever you're buying something from an individual that is titled, make a copy. That's right. You say, hold on just a minute. Let's go make a copy. Okay, go to the local grocery store or the local bank or whatever's handy right around you and make a copy. And if it comes back void, 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 well, you take your little check and go and throw it in the trash. And then beat the crap out of them if you can. Sorry, bastard. But anyway, so watch out for the scams, and that's the story for the day. I'm just sitting here like a little bird in the nest. It is a pretty day. A little cool to sit out on the patio, but tomorrow will be nice. And Christmas is coming, the lights are on the tree. And that's it, folks, for me. So, guys, y'all have a good day. And am I gonna jump in the money pit? It ain't gonna happen. No, because they'd have to give me what I owe on my RV to get me out from under this travel trailer. They gonna do that? No, no, no. They'll lowball me on it. Because what they want to do, the way they make money, they steal your trade, okay? That's what they call it in the business, stealing the trade. But anyway, guys, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy USA made when you can. Drink plenty of water, take deep breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth, and stretch and walk and do all that stuff and keep your health. Because if I'm going to be 91 and still making payments on an RV, yo, I ain't going to be doing that. No, no, no. Anyway, adios, guys. Bye.